mighty hurricane. He blows into the day, as big as prairie skies. And you will see the birds that fly into that moment. He casts a net and catches the loons and flies into the sky itself, and he gathers the stars. Places the stars into the puppet's eyes, into the very nature of the fish. It is all beauty and all language there. All language there. The art occurs, sculpture is formed, dance before your eyes, the sounds of streets, pulsing into the sun and moon and light. High above, dancers touch the sky, and you open your eyes to shadow. there's a moment when the dandelions drift and the sun is the smoke and the beauty in your eyes, and you feel the pulse of pain and the pulse of streets, and you're seeing the wave and the hush and the lullaby, the lullaby, the lullaby. Feel that. Hear the sounds. Where are the birds gone? Where have the birds gone? The sky is empty. The clouds are gray. There's no sound to that but the pulse of day. Where have the birds gone? Caw, caw, caw. There they are. They fill the sky in the patterns of hope and lullaby. There's a pulse to the lullaby. As you count the pebbles upon the beach, each one a resounding crash, a resounding drum, a resounding hum. You hear the music on the edges of the fort, and you follow it. And then, at the edge of the dock, there's a flamingo dancer. emerge, and the birds are watching, silently, apart. So cool.
Bird Soul Productions Dance. That's Bird Soul Productions Dance. They've got another set coming at about 5:45 or 6, and they're accompanied all day by artists from the Boreal Electroacoustic Music Society, or BEAMS. This rendition you heard in this set was the Agape Ray Gun Experiment.
With David Wall.
With Dave Wall.
Special guest.
Special guest.
All right, guys.
All right.
That was awesome.
Good work, you guys.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Good fun.
Thanks, Dave. That was awesome.
Yeah, make some way forward out there.
Wow, guys.
Hey, why don't you have wall climbing dancers every time, Phil? You know what? You raised
don't
the
have
bar.
the budget.
Gotta get moving.
You raised the bar.
Oh yeah.
Oh, thank you.
That was awesome. That was awesome.
Hey, man.
Wow, that was the actual coolest performance I have ever got to play in. There's nothing's been cooler than that.
Thanks. So you get to have this, man.
No, the guy that from the Matt. Or the ordinary.
I guess you wouldn't want it back.
No.
No way. He said this is
Oh, you can wash those hands.
Sorry. I got so many chords.
very responsible.
Hey, Jonna.
They told me a better way before when I closed.
Now you finally see the band work.
Like they closed if I have my drum.
That you couldn't do with one bass.
It's true, right? Yeah. We got a few chances to try it out. So I'm gonna tell these guys.
Oh no.
You know what? You rehearsed with these marks.
No, never. I didn't even know.